Hello everyone. Hi, it's me, Ariel Goodbody. Hello Sudha. Hello Jakob. Hello Vale. Hello Sukaina. How is everyone doing? If you have not already, say hello in the chat so I can see you. Okay, it is 1 p.m. here in the UK. It's a nice, warm, sunny afternoon, actually. It's very nice. In fact, I am going to open my windows really wide. Just so it's nice and cool. Okay. Because I get hot. I might have to take off this shirt a bit later. Hello, Oscar Caluzzi. Good to see you again. Is it Caluzzi or Caluzzi? I'm never sure. Hello, Kinga Abratowska. I love your name. Kinga is a lovely name. Hello, Jojo. How are you doing? How is everyone? Hello, Eleonora. How are you? So, tell me how you are, where you are, what the weather is like. And while you do that, I am going to, it's too hot, I'm going to take off I'm going to take off some clothes. I'll just be a minute. The problem, okay, it's Caluzzi. Thank you. The problem with these are called dungarees. I have to undo them and it's a bit annoying, but yeah. Hello, Amin. Hello, Miroslav. I love the name Miroslav. Hello, Ilaria. I love a lovely name as well. We have really great names here today. How are you all? How are you doing? How is the weather? Just one moment. As you can see today, I have a very special person on my t-shirt. Or maybe you can't see because it's very sunny. Well, this is Carrie Fisher, who plays Princess Leia in the Star Wars films. And I think she's a really wonderful person. She unfortunately passed away a few years ago, but she had such a spirit to her. She was a very intelligent and a very kind person. And actually, I find her very inspiring because she struggled a lot with mental health problems, but she was very open about it. So I have Carrie Fisher today on. Okay. Jojo is in Riyadh. We have Mary in Moscow. Sukaina from Tangier, Morocco. I remember that. Sukaina. And it's cloudy and rainy there. Hello, Wertherwound in Germany, I think. And Lucille in France. Okay, it's great to see you all today. So, I will officially start the stream now. So, hello to everyone. My name is Ariel Goodbody, and welcome to the Easy Stories in English live stream. So today we are going to do quite a few things. First of all, we are going to have fun. That is the most important thing, having fun. Okay, whatever happens, we want to have fun. Or at least, I want to have fun. It's important, it's for me, it's not for you. Of course, it's for both of us, really. Okay, so, click the wrong button, just a second. So first of all, I want you to all tell me a happy memory, okay? Just to start us off. Tell me a happy memory, something really nice you remember. Probably from before quarantine, unfortunately, but something nice to remind us that life continues. So for me, my happy memory is, I'm not sure. I need to think about that a bit still. Okay, we have also here, we have Daniel from Bratislava. Hi, Daniel. Giusy from Rome, Italy. Anastasia from Moscow as well, or sorry, Nastya, as she likes to be called. Amin from Kuwait. Jakob is from Brazil. Kinga is from a rainy Poland. Wertherund is from Germany. Okay, so tell me a happy memory, maybe a good day you had, a nice thing that happened to you, something that really you remembered, okay? And I still can't think. It makes me sound like I don't have any happy memories. I do have happy memories, but I'm thinking. What is a really happy memory of mine? Well, I guess actually, maybe this is a really cheesy answer. Cheesy is like overly emotional. Um, Maybe my answer is when I started the podcast and people liked it. Because when I started Easy Stories in English, I've said this before, but I really didn't know how many people were going to listen. I mean, I thought that people would listen, but I thought it would take a long time, and then it grew quite quickly, and that really surprised me and made me very happy. Also, when I started teaching was a really happy memory because I just realized how much I enjoyed it. And then following that, last year in the summer, when we could travel, when everyone could travel, not like now, I went to a conference in the south of France, and the conference was for people who teach languages using storytelling. And it was so much fun. It sounds strange because it's a conference, but it was really, really good, really, really fun. And I met some amazing teachers there. And everyone was just so passionate and friendly and creative. And I really thought, yeah, these are my people. So yeah. Okay. Anastasia says her happy memory is when she skied in Elbrus. I guess Elbrus is a place for skiing. I have to say I am not good at skiing. I tried it once and I didn't like it, but I respect people who do because I know it's difficult. Miroslav says the day when he got his first bike. Yeah, well, I'm not very good at sports generally because the last time I rode my bike was about 13 years ago, and I fell off and dislocated my shoulder. So I want to ride a bike again, and I know it's very fun for a lot of people. Maybe not so much for me. Hello, Lajos from Hungary. Hello, Erika from Ecuador. Ciao, Luca. I'm guessing you're from Italy. Just have an idea, maybe. And speaking of Chow, we have Chow Su here from Myanmar. Jojo says, before quarantine, his or her sister, sorry, I'm not sure, their sister got married and it was a special and happy day. Yeah, I think weddings are fun. Sometimes stressful, but also fun. We have Sumaya from Turkey. Okay, so tell me all your happy memories. So after we finish talking about that, I'm going to tell you about Italiando Storie, which is not English. Okay, so if you think, I don't understand those words, don't worry, it's Italian, it's not English. It's just a little project I want to tell you about that someone else is doing, not me. And then I have an announcement about my birthday. And then we're going to do story time, where we write a story together, as always. And we're going to finally do questions and answers, as we always do. Oh, and I also will give you my update on my Animal Crossing village. That's very important as well. I have some cute pictures to show you. Okay. Eleonora's happy memory is when her and her sister were children and they were playing on the swing. So the swing is like I'll show you actually because it's quite hard to describe a swing. Swings, playground. It's like something you children play on and it goes up and down like that. Like these ones. So you sit in a swing and you go up and down. Okay? So these swings, the ones you can sit in, those are really fun. Okay, so Eleonora was playing with her sister on a swing when they were children, and they went on the same swing and they fell off, but they laughed a lot and they had a lot of fun. Oh, Eleonora, that sounds lovely. I have to admit, I love swings. I think swings are so fun, and I know as an adult, you're not supposed to play on swings because it's for children. But sometimes if I go to the park and it's empty, I just go on the swing and I swing back and forth, and it's just so much fun. So I really am a child at heart. As I've said many times, I am a child at heart. Not just at heart, I am just a child. Big child. Hello, E-class again. Ah, you're no longer the queen. I remember you were queen in class before. What happened? Did you lose your crown? Okay. Sukaina says when she was a child and spent time with her family on a holiday during the summer on the beach. Oh, yes. Personally, I'm not really a beach person. I kind of prefer to sit in the shade, maybe read a book. But you know what? Right now, if I could click my fingers and go to the beach, I would. I really would. Mai Nguyen says, I love all your stories. Thank you. Erica, her favorite memory, her happy memory is when she finished her career. Erica, do you mean your university degree? Because in English, a career just means your job. Okay? I know in Spanish, you say carrera, but we say university degree. Okay? So that would be like an undergraduate, master's, a PhD, etc. Okay? Daniel's happy memory is the day when the Slovakian hockey team won the world championship. Yeah, I know hockey and ice hockey are very, very popular in Slovakia, right? Okay, Kinga said her memory is when she was on a trip in London. She really loves London. I like London. I have some problems with London. I love London, and then I go there and it's really crowded and like I get lost and I'm like, oh, I hate London. But then, you know, there are good days and there are bad days. Rafael, I love that name, says, thank you for the podcast. It really helps him. I'm glad you enjoy it, Rafael. That's why I made it. Hello, Kwang. Kwang couldn't come last week, but is here today, so it's great to see you again. Hello, Ayhan Korkunç from Turkey. Okay, so Vale's happy memory is last year in December, she graduated from biomedical engineering. Wow, you're clever. That's fantastic, Vale. Are you working in a related area now? E-class did change her name. Okay, Ilaria's happy memory is when she was on... This is a very funny memory. She was on a tram with a bag full of beans and the tram stopped. It braked and the beans fell everywhere. Ilaria, why did you have a big bag full of beans? And were they like dry beans or wet beans? That sounds really funny, actually. So, yeah. Hashim asks, who am I? Hashim, my name is Ariel Goodbody. Okay? So I am the creator of Easy Stories in English. Oh, and maybe some people are watching, but you have not heard the podcast. So go to easystoriesinenglish.com and you can listen to the podcast. So I tell stories. I think most people here know the podcast. Or Hashim, did you mean how are you? How are you or who are you? They're very similar. Okay. Let's move on to this bit then. Okay. Of course, you can write your happy memories and I will get to them in a bit. Hello, Piotr from Poland. I love that name as well, Piotr, because it's like Peter, but it's like just pushed together. Instead of Peter, it's Piotr. It's great. I like a lot of names, huh? I really like names. I think names are great. I like mysterious names. But I'm very bad at choosing names when I make characters. I can never decide what to name them. It's really hard. It's the hardest part of writing, I think. Okay, so Italiano Storia. So I got an email from a listener who said that she really liked the podcast and she wanted to do the same thing in Italian. And we were discussing maybe collaborating, but she went ahead and started a podcast called Italiano Storia. So it's basically like a podcast similar to Easy Stories in English, but for learning Italian. Now, I mention this because we have a lot of Italian listeners, but also I think a lot of people might be interested in learning Italian. I certainly know that I want to at some point, or I learned a bit in the past. So if you go to Spotify and search Italiano Storia, there are already 6 episodes up, and you can see the episodes are quite short, so I think they're like nice short stories. So definitely give that a listen. I'm really happy recently because I really made Easy Stories in English because I felt like there were not many resources like this. I have a lot of friends and colleagues who teach using stories, but there aren't many people who make videos or podcasts with them. There are some other resources actually. If you want to learn Spanish, there's a fantastic YouTube channel called Dreaming Spanish, which I really cannot recommend enough. Actually, I discovered it after learning Spanish for like 2 years, and I was angry because I thought, oh, if I knew this existed before, it would have been so easy, right? I wish I knew about it before. But definitely check these videos out if you want to learn Spanish, okay? If you want to learn German, I have a colleague called Catherine Schechtman, okay, who teaches German, and she makes fantastic videos with short stories in German, kind of, so she writes them on a board, and she has a lot of these already, and they're very easy to understand. If you start, so she does these ones with stories that she does with her class, and it starts from day 1, so the very first day. So if you start there, you will understand everything. Okay? I should put the links for this, shouldn't I? So this is Catherine Schechtman. And then the other one was Dreaming Spanish. Italiano Storia is here. I will just put the link in the chat for that. I recommend these resources because if I learn a language, this is how I want to learn. I want to learn with stories. I want to learn with fun videos and things like that, especially at the beginning. Okay? So I put the link to Dreaming Spanish there. I also have a friend, a very close friend of mine called Paulina from Slovakia, and she has just started doing stories in Slovak, and I am so excited because I have wanted to learn Slovak for a really long time, but it's very hard to find resources for it. So I think it's Slovenčina ako cudzí jazyk, yeah. Okay, so Paulina, if you are watching, hello, and you're welcome for the promotion. So she has done 5 videos, and the videos are really good, and you maybe need a bit of Slovak already, but they're very easy to understand, and well, she is one of my best friends, so of course I love the stories. Okay, so yeah, so just some good resources. Okay, so let me rewrite this actually. Okay, so resources for learning other languages. Maybe you are only interested in learning English. I understand if that's the case, but I think some of you are probably for learning other languages with stories. I know some of you are interested in other ones, and I really ooh, that's not what I meant. Oh my goodness. Okay. I should have pasted these links together. Just give me a minute while I sort out these links. Honestly, nothing can be easy, can it? Okay. If you know any other great resources for learning with stories, please recommend them. I generally... Oh, and there's also one for French as well. Okay. I'm just going to do it all the ones I know now, because why not? I have a friend who does French ones as well, and hers are really, really good. So this is Dreaming Spanish. Every time. And then Slovak. I know there's also... Okay, I won't do... I'm just remembering more and more that I know. But these are the ones that I know, and I feel very happy recommending, because I think they're very good quality, and they're ones I would use myself for sure. And then the other one I wanted to mention was French with Alice Ayel. She's another colleague of mine. When I say a colleague, I met some of these people at this conference last summer. Okay, so Alice does great stories in French too. And she talks about French culture and French food in very comprehensible language. So I really recommend her. Oh, and actually there are two for French that I really like. There's Alice Ayel, and then there's also Inner French. So Inner French is mainly a podcast for intermediate learners of French. And it's very slow and comprehensible, easy to understand, and it talks about a variety of topics. So I really recommend Inner French as well. Okay. So that's all of my recommendations. As always, this document will be linked in after I finish the episode. It will go on YouTube, and then this episode will be in the description on YouTube. So if you go onto YouTube after the live stream finishes, you can find this document and you can find all the links there. Okay, so let me see your stories. I'm curious. Hello, Oscar Lopez Lopez, I should say, from Mexico. Hello, Masha from Italy. Mai says, thank you for the stories. I'm glad you enjoyed the stories, Mai. Okay, Christina says her happy memory is her first kiss with her boyfriend. And they met, they were dating for 5 months before they kissed. And they met, and it was difficult because they met, but they didn't exchange details, like phone number or email. But she knew he was the one. Wow. I'm happy you had such a successful romantic story, Christina. I am still single, so okay. Silvia Cicognani, I love that name, Cicognani, says thank you very much for the podcast and for the YouTube channel. Hi from Bologna. Hello to you as well, Sylvia. Okay. Vale asks, is there a resource I recommend for learning Esperanto with stories? And Vale, I can't say too many details now, but I am working on something with a friend. So just keep tuned. Okay, stay tuned. I should write what that means. Stay tuned means when you are watching TV, the presenters say this to mean don't change the channel, keep watching, and you will find out later. Okay? So I cannot confirm the project yet, but stay tuned and hopefully there will be a project with Esperanto as well. Okay. Kwang's happy memory is he was on the toilet watching Netflix. And when the film ended, he realized that the toilet paper had run out. And it was so awful, and he had to call his mum to bring toilet paper for him. Kwang, is this a happy memory or an embarrassing memory? Because it sounds more like an embarrassing memory to me. Okay. So, my birthday announcement. So my birthday is on the 5th of May, okay? Which is quite soon. It's in a week and a few days, I think. I should probably know. It's in 1 week and 3 days. That's how mathematics works. Yes, 1 week and 3 days, okay? Now, obviously, I can't go out and celebrate and have a big party for my birthday. To be honest, I usually don't have a big party anyway, but, you know, I would like to do something. But since I am at home with the quarantine, I have been working a lot on the podcast. And as you probably know, I would like to start doing more YouTube videos for the podcast. But I have decided that I would like to get some extra equipment, like a whiteboard, a board to draw on for my room. That would be the most useful thing. Some lighting equipment and so on. So if you would like to support me, and this is really, I don't want to feel like I'm begging you for money. This is completely optional and really only if you feel comfortable doing it. But I have made a list on Amazon of things I would like or that would be useful for my birthday. Okay? Now, these are mostly things that I would use for YouTube videos. Okay? So a whiteboard for my bedroom, to hang it up, this, pens, a cleaner, okay, some electric equipment, some puppets to use on the YouTube videos, and then some other things that I just would like for my birthday. So if you are feeling generous, if you would like to give me a birthday present, okay, you can buy me a birthday present at this link, okay? easystoriesinenglish.com/happy birthday. Again, you do not have to, but I just thought maybe you really want to see YouTube videos. So if you help me get the equipment, then I can make them sooner, okay? And also because I like getting birthday presents. I'll be honest, I like getting presents. I just like it, so why not? But seriously, like, you all support me so much by listening to the podcast, by watching the live stream. So first of all, thank you so much for your support. Some of you support on Patreon as well, and I really appreciate that. So this is really just, I thought I would mention it. Okay, if you feel like it. Okay, Sudha says her sister's birthday is on the same day and she is going to make chocolate cake. Ooh, Sudha, I am jealous. I wish I was good at baking because I want to have cake too. Maybe I'll buy a cake. I'll probably just buy a cake. Oh, and I think on the 9th of May, which is the Saturday after that, there will be a special birthday live stream. Now, I say a special birthday live stream. I don't really know what I'm going to do. it might just be the same as this. But I will think of something special. Maybe I will have a few drinks. Maybe we will play some games, some party games. I don't know. I will think of something special for that day, I think. Okay? So, let's move on to my Animal Crossing village. I love telling you the news about it. So, if you came to previous streams, you know I am playing a game called Animal Crossing. And this game is on this Nintendo Switch, which is video games console. So it's a really cute game where you have a little island, you can make your house, you can decorate, you can plant trees, you can make friends, and you want to make your island the best island, okay? So every week I give a little update on my island. So this week there was a new shop opened, okay? So this shop is called the Able Sisters, and it's a clothing shop, which I love. When it comes to real life, I don't really care that much about wearing really fancy clothes. I don't buy a lot of clothes. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about dressing up. But when it's in a video game, I love dressing up my character in nice clothes. So I'm really happy that there is now a clothing shop in my town in Animal Crossing. And here you can see one of my new outfits. Okay, I love this one. It's very colorful. So fortunately, I have a new item, which is a magic wand. Okay, I will just show you what that is. So a magic wand is like in Harry Potter. It's the stick you use to... that's not what I meant. There are different types of magic wands, I guess. I swear, every time I Google something on a live stream, it's very risky. I mean this kind of magic wand, but there are different types of magic wands. Anyway, it's like a stick you use to do magic, okay? And in the game, you can have a magic wand, and the wand lets you change your outfit. It lets you change your clothes, okay? So here you can see I have 5 outfits, and I can change between them, and then you wave the wand, and you are wearing different clothes. Okay, so an example is this. This is a new outfit I have. It's a punk outfit. So as you can see, these two outfits are very different, but I like it. I really like the punk outfit. I think it looks cool. Again, this is why I like playing this kind of game, because I would probably never wear these clothes in real life. I don't have a mohawk, but in Animal Crossing, I can dress up like a punk, which is fun. I have also done some redecoration in my home in the game. So this is the kitchen / living room, I guess. So there is a fridge, a cooker, a teapot, some furniture, okay? This is the main room, okay? There's a wardrobe, a table, a whiteboard for teaching, and so on. I also saw an owl in the game. If you go around at night, you can see owls. So that's fun. Oh yeah, so this animal we call an owl. Let me just write that down. So it's OWL. Okay, so it's a nocturnal bird. So nocturnal means it's awake at night and it sleeps in the day. Okay? And it goes... more like actually... Whoo, whoo, hoot, hoot is the sound it makes. Okay. This is a new villager I have. Oh, and as you can see, I am still playing in Japanese. So the name of the villager in Japanese is Ramuru. I don't know what the English name is, because the names in the Japanese game and the English game are very different. But here she is saying, Ara, donata kashira? Which means, oh, who is that? Who are you? Because she just moved in. This is a traveling salesperson, let's say. So some days people come to the island to sell things. So he sells hats and bags. And here is another one who sells seeds, flowers, trees, and so on. So things that you take it and then you put it in the ground and a flower or a tree grows. So seeds. So here they are saying, 知り合いの豆吉さんがここでお店を始めたって聞いて遊びに来たんだ. So, oh, I heard one of my friends started a shop here, so I came over to have a look. Okay, and that's it. I have not played the game that much this week. Actually, there were 2 days when I didn't play because I have been writing more and doing more things with the podcast. So stay tuned. I have some interesting projects I'm working on. That is all I will say. Some interesting projects. Okay. So, Sudha says the party sounds nice, the birthday stream, because talking about celebration is nice in the quarantine. Absolutely. Iklas is learning French. French. Iklas. Okay. Good. Okay, so now, as always, it is time for a story. Are you ready? Are you ready for a fun and exciting story? I'm so ready. Actually, today I am using a different set of cards, so we're going to have some interesting pictures. It's hot today. Oh my god, I'm gulping down water. So gulp down is when you drink like this. Yeah, you drink in very big mouthfuls. Because a gulp is when you go, Okay. So today I am just gulping down the water. Hello, Burak. How are you and where are you? Where are you in the world? Okay, Ilaria is ready for a story and so am I. So here is how it works. I have... Sorry, just give me a second. Okay. Here I have a set of cards, and these cards have beautiful pictures on them. Interesting, magical, mysterious, intriguing, curious, fascinating, beautiful pictures. So I am going to shuffle the deck. This is shuffling. I am shuffling the deck. Shuffle. Shuffle. Okay, so I am bad at shuffling. Very bad. Terrible. Oh my goodness, Ariel, what is wrong with you? Okay. So after I shuffle the deck, I will take 3 cards and then we will start writing a story, and we want to get the 3 pictures in the story if we can. Okay. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay, just a moment. Oh my dear. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. I am very, very clumsy. I will just write that word down. Clumsy. So clumsy means bad with your hands. Yeah? When you drop things all the time, like me. Okay. I think this deck is shuffled enough. So I will take 3 cards and I will start writing a story and I will ask for your ideas. And hopefully we want to take the pictures and put them in the story. Okay, Mai says she wants to join the birthday live stream. Fantastic, Mai. Okay, so everyone is ready. Are you ready for the first card? Okay, I need your best creative energy. I want you to put on your thinking caps. Start thinking amazing creative thoughts. Funny things. Think interesting things, sad things, beautiful things. But give me your creative energy. Okay? And I will get ready to take the first card. Here it is. The first card. It is a totem pole. Okay? At the bottom of the totem pole are a watermelon, some bananas, some fruit, and then coins, a crown, and a box of treasure. Very interesting. And there are all kinds of animals. And at the top animal is crying. Big, fat tears. Look, he's crying. How mysterious. And there is treasure all around. Okay. Time for card number 2. Oh, I see. This card has a clown. A clown dressed in black and white, sitting on a moon. And actually, this is no ordinary clown. This is not a normal clown. This clown has strings coming down. So this clown is a marionette, a puppet. And perhaps this clown is quite sad, but he's hiding it with a fake smile, a paper smile. Interesting. And now time for card number 3. Are you ready? Oh, I love this card. Here we have a beautiful, magical tree. And coming out from the tree is a harp. And the harp is playing lovely, lovely music. Behind the tree is another tree. And the tree has a heart carved into it. And there is an arrow in the tree as well. And here there is a quiver, a box of arrows. And looking at the trees is a rabbit and a squirrel. How mysterious. How interesting. Okay. So, hopefully your brains are full of ideas and thoughts. Okay? I am going to take a picture of these 3 cards and put that in the document so that we can see it while we write. So while I take a picture of our beautiful cards, I need you to think of your best ideas. Okay? Think about who is the hero of this story. Who is the hero? Who is the villain, the bad character? Where will the story happen? What will happen? Will it be a happy story, a sad story, a funny story, or perhaps a mysterious story, a confusing story? Okay, have a really good think. And now, here we can... Oh no, I have a better idea. I'm going to do what I did last week when I was very clever. Did something very clever last week. I'm going to put the pictures separate. Okay, so just hold on a minute while I do that. And I will gulp some water. Okay. Burak says a magical story. Anastasia says a happy story. We will see. You know, a few days ago... Well, so tomorrow I will be recording the episode for Tuesday. I will be speaking the episode for Tuesday's podcast. And originally I just wrote I took a fairy tale called Rumpelstiltskin and I rewrote it. But I felt like it was okay, but I felt like it was very close to the original and I wanted to change the message a bit. So I rewrote the story yesterday and I'm really happy with the results. So look forward to the episode on Tuesday because it is going to be really good. So originally it had quite a happy ending. And the new ending is, it could be happy or it could be sad. It depends on what you think. Okay. Give me a minute. Oh. What kinds of stories do you all like reading normally anyway? I quite like reading sad stories, if I'm being honest. I'm a bit miserable. Here we go. Lovely. I'm so clever, etc., etc. Okay. Are you ready to start? Because I am very ready. Okay. Okay, clumsy. Clumsy, this is how you spell clumsy. It means when you always drop things, fall over, you are bad with your hands. Okay, I am so clumsy. So clumsy. When I teach classes, I drop things, I fall over. I am a disaster. A walking disaster. Okay. Ilaria wants a mysterious story. Sumeya wants a mysterious, sad, a bad story. Christina wants a mysterious story that will make us think about life. Well, Christina, we will see. Obviously, I want the story to make us think about life, but it's hard. Sometimes stories come out really good, sometimes they don't. Okay, so, are you all ready? I know you are. Okay, so, once upon a time, there was... blank. What do you think? Who is the hero, the protagonist, the main character of the story? Maybe it is a clown or a mime. A mime is a person who pretends to do things, but there is nothing. Maybe a magical tree with a harp. Okay. Maybe a sad moose. So a moose is the animal on the totem pole. Okay. I'm putting animal because I don't want anything weird to show up. Okay. Moose. I like mooses. Lim says a cursed beast. I like that a lot. Ooh, Danielle says a deer king of a lost forest. Ooh, I like that a lot. It's very mysterious. Okay, we are very mysterious today. I love it. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a stag who was the king of the forest. So a stag is a male deer. Okay? So this is a deer. This is a deer, and then a stag. Come on. Stag in forest is a deer, and it has horns. So a male deer, a boy deer, okay, is a stag. So there was a stag who was the king of the forest, okay? But this was no ordinary forest. In this forest, there was a very unusual, a very strange, kind of inhabitant. So an inhabitant is someone who lives somewhere. So an inhabitant, usually forests, their inhabitants are animals, birds, maybe humans. Okay, but this forest had a very unusual kind of inhabitant. What is it? Maybe puppets live in this forest. Marionettes. Maybe beetles, evil beetles. I don't know. Maybe monsters. Ooh, Lucille, abandoned instruments. Oh, I love it. Okay, we're going with that. So, in the human world, whenever someone abandoned an instrument, okay, and stopped playing it, the instrument cried out in pain, okay? It longed to be played. Long to, it means when you really, really want something. When you want something with all your heart. You think about it day and night. Okay? So the instrument longed to be played. Okay? Sometimes the king of the forest heard the instrument's cry and went to steal it, okay, and take it into the forest. Because there was where all the abandoned instruments lived, okay? If humans did not love them, it did not matter, because in the forest, okay, now why is this forest better? Why is it special? Maybe they could play themselves in the forest. Yeah, the instruments could play themselves in the forest, or maybe the wind played them. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe the trees played them. Ooh, I like that. The trees like playing guitar. That sounds fun. Or the animals played them. What do you think? This story is making me feel really bad because I used to play the saxophone and I have not played it for about 8 years. So maybe my saxophone will disappear into a magical forest. Ah, okay. Oscar Caluzzi says there were little magical clowns who played them. I don't really like clowns, so I don't know. What do you think? Who played the instruments? And actually, I'm going to make myself a bit smaller. Just a bit smaller. So you can see more writing. Yeah, that's better. And then that can be a bit bigger. Oh, fantastic. Brilliant. Okay. Move myself a bit there. Yeah, okay. They played... Okay, let's go with the enchanted puppets. Okay, because in the forest, they had much better musicians. Okay. Many centuries. Centuries is hundreds of years. Okay. Many centuries ago, someone, an old man, okay, had built... Old man had carved. So carve is when you make something with a knife. Many wooden puppets of clowns. Okay. He loved his work so much that he died doing it. Okay. And his love for the puppets was so strong that they came to life and started playing music. Okay. So every day in the forest, the puppets moved along, pulling their own strings, okay, and playing beautiful music with all of the abandoned instruments, okay. Oh, this is beautiful. I love this. Okay. Oh, you know what, Kinga? I agree with you. I think the puppets didn't pull their own strings. Every day in the forest, the trees came to life. Let's say they came to life as well as all the trees around them. And they started playing music. So every day in the forest, the trees pulled the puppets' strings, moving them along and playing beautiful music with all of the abandoned instruments. Okay, this is a very Italian story. I feel like clown puppets are very Italian. I don't know. I'm thinking of Pinocchio. Pinocchio. Okay. Hello, Esma from Turkey. These cards are not tarot. They are from a game called Dixit. Okay, so you can see the name here, Dixit. So there is a whole game with Dixit where you need like 3 or 4 people. We cannot play it, but the cards are beautiful, so I use them for classes as well. Okay. I love that idea, Lucille. All the animals gathered round to listen to the enchanted orchestra. Okay, so enchanted means under a magic spell. Okay, so someone has used magic on you. You are enchanted. Okay. So all the animals gathered round to listen to the enchanted orchestra. Okay. The forest was a place of joy and beauty. Okay. And over time, more more and more instruments migrated there. Migrated means moved, okay, traveled there. And the puppets even started making more puppets, okay? But one day, something came and broke the magic. Oh dear. What was it? Maybe, an evil wizard, an evil magician, an evil magic man. Okay? Oh, by the way, Kwang said he really loved the story, The Beetle and the Boy. Thank you, Kwang. I really loved writing that story. It is one of the original stories on the podcast, The Beetle and the Boy. I loved that story. So who broke the magic? A leprechaun. So a leprechaun is a magical creature, a magical animal from Irish legends. So leprechaun is a little green man. Just a second. Yeah, okay. Just adjusting the clothes. Okay. So maybe a leprechaun. Danielle, what is black silence? Maybe like a spell that stops them playing music. That would be bad. Oh my god. Is that what you meant? Maybe a human found the forest and took the instruments. Yeah, maybe sold the instruments. That would be really bad. What do you think? Sorry, just a second. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay. Any other ideas? An evil wizard decided that no one could play during the night. Or maybe the wizard lives next to the forest and the music is really loud and he's like, shut up, I'm trying to study. And so he casts a spell. Okay, I think I like that idea the best. Okay. Next to the forest, a house, a magnificent house appeared overnight. Okay. None of the animals or puppets knew where it had come from. So the king stag went to find out. Okay. He went and knocked on the door with his horns, and it opened to reveal, so the door opened to show an old grumpy man. Grumpy is when like you're angry all the time, okay? Grumpy is like when you have an angry personality, kind of like angry and tired, I would say. Not really, not always. When you have an angry personality. Okay. A grumpy old man with a thick white beard and a long green cloak. So a cloak is wizards wear cloaks. Okay, so like a robe, a big coat like this, a cloak. Okay, so he had a thick white beard and a long green cloak. Okay, what do you want? Said the man. I am the king of the neighboring forest. Neighboring, the forest that is next to your house. Where did this house come from? Okay. I did not know that humans could build so fast. Because he built the house like in one night. Okay. So the man smiled patronizingly. Okay. Patronizing is when you're like, when you treat someone like a child, like, oh, you think I can't build a house fast? Well, actually, I'm a wizard. You know, patronizing. Okay? Patronize. When you talk to someone like they are a child. Okay? I am no ordinary human. I am a wizard. I brought my house here with magic. I did not know that there was a magic forest nearby. Okay, nearby, close. That is very fortunate. Very fortunate, very lucky. It is a good thing. Okay. The king of the forest did not feel... Oh, abandoned. When did I write abandoned? Oh, yeah. Abandoned means ignored. Okay? Ignored, left alone. So if you abandon an instrument, it means... So abandon an instrument means you stop playing it. Okay? You neglect it. You ignore it. Okay. So the king of the forest did not he felt negative energy coming from the wizard. Okay? The wizard seemed like a bad man. Okay? Okay. What are your plans here? Okay. So what does the wizard say? I think he probably doesn't tell the king what his plans actually are. Probably he will lie, right? He will say, oh, I just moved here for the view. I'm on holiday and I took my house with me. You know, maybe he's just going to say, oh, I like the weather here. I want to collect some berries from the forest. Something like that. What do you think? Or maybe the wizard says, I'm going to kill all of you. Hopefully not. What do you think? What does the wizard tell them his plan is? I'm thinking myself. I'm going to zoom out a bit. You can see a bit better now. A bit more. Maybe... I don't know. What are your ideas? He says, I'm going to take all the instruments. Hello, Alex Munoz. How are you doing? I'm doing very well, thank you. We are just writing a story together. Okay, Nguyen says, the wizard says, I'm going to take all the instruments. Maybe he doesn't say that straight away. Actually, the wizard, he didn't know that the forest was magic. So I don't think the wizard knows about the marionettes, about the puppets and the instruments, okay? Because he just appeared there. So I think maybe the wizard will be surprised. Or maybe he heard them playing music at night. I think he heard them playing music at night. Was it you playing the music last night? It was me and my friend. It was my friend, okay, playing the music. What are your plans here? Anastasia says the wizard steals from the king. I don't really understand what you're saying, Anastasia. Could you rephrase it? Nguyen says, oh, he says he's coming to find out where the music comes from. He wants to create an army of puppets. Ooh. Okay, these are good ideas. I think for now the wizard lies. Okay, he does not tell the truth. Okay. Oh, I just thought I needed a change of scenery. Yeah? I wanted to go somewhere different. I'm on holiday. You brought your house with you on holiday? I'm a wizard. It's very easy. Okay. The king, and then he says, now I am very busy doing holiday things. Good day. Okay. The wizard slammed the door in his face. Slam, like, close really hard. Okay. The king went back to the forest and tried to forget about the wizard. Okay. That night, they all gathered in the forest for a concert. Okay. The puppets played some beautiful and mysterious music. And for a while, the king managed to forget about the wizard. Okay, so the music was so nice, he forgot about the wizard. But just when the concert was reaching its climax, so the climax is like you're going, the tension, the energy is going up, and then you reach the most exciting part. Okay, so climax is the most exciting or stressful part of something. So like the climax of of a movie is the bit at the end of the movie where all of the story comes together and it's a really exciting moment. Okay, so just when the concert was reaching its climax, the wizard appeared. Okay. What did he do? Okay. Did he sit down and quietly watch the show? Did he loudly complain about the music? Did he cast a spell on the puppets and stop the music? Or maybe he did something else? Okay. Sorry. Oh, too much food. What did the wizard do in the concert? Eleonora, gathered means they came together. Okay? They came together. They all came together. They made a group. Okay, Ricardo says the wizard stopped the music. He cast a spell and stopped the music. Why? Why did he stop the music? Because he wants to steal the puppets. He wants to steal the instruments. Worth a wound. He had evil plans, but then he saw an instrument that belonged to him. Oh my god, okay. I love that idea. We're going with that. Okay, so the king was worried, but the wizard sat down and watched the musicians quietly for a while, for a bit of time. Then he stood up and waved his hands. Okay? Suddenly, the puppets all froze and the music stopped. What do you want? Oh, well, let's say all the animals cried out in fear. Okay. What do you want? Shouted the king. I want... But the wizard stopped. He was staring, he was looking really hard. He was staring at a single puppet and his instruments. Okay? The puppet was holding what instrument? A saxophone? A wizard playing a saxophone is a fun idea, I think. A keyboard, a French horn, a piano, a drum kit, or drums. What was the puppet playing? He was looking at this one puppet, and the puppet was playing maybe a guitar, maybe a ukulele, a tin whistle. Ooh, Oscar, I like that a lot. Sorry, just closing the window because it's cold now. Yeah. What instrument does he see? What do you think? Maybe a harp? Maybe a theremin? I don't know. Maybe what other instruments? A trombone? Maybe an oboe? I want more ideas. Give me more ideas. What instruments? Okay, Oscar loves Irish music. Are tin whistles used in Irish music? I didn't know that. Okay, Ballet says a harp. I think... yeah, we'll go with a harp. Okay. Holding a harp. That harp, he muttered. So a mutter is when you talk like really quietly, like you're talking to yourself. So he was like, that harp. Okay. While the wizard was distracted, while the wizard was not looking, the king ran at him with his horns. His horns, okay? Okay? He was going to stop this wizard before he damaged the forest. But just before the king hit him with his horns, something happened. Maybe the wizard jumped out of the way. Okay? Maybe the wizard cast a spell on the king too. Maybe, or maybe the wizard undid. He broke his spell and all the musicians started playing again. Ilaria says the wizard turns the harp into a tree, like in the picture. Very clever, Ilaria. Or maybe the harp flies towards the wizard because the harp is his old instrument that loves him secretly. Okay. It's really annoying because the sun comes and then it's hot and then the sun goes and it's really cold. So I'm like, with the windows. Eleonora says one of the trees picks him up with the strings because he is a puppet as well. That's an interesting idea. I think that could be something. Okay. I think the harp jumped out of the puppet's hands and flew towards the wizard. Okay. The king was shocked. Shocked, really surprised. The instruments could move on their own, but they rarely did so. Rarely, not often. Okay, not often at all. Very, very rarely. They rarely did so. The harp must, but the wizard was not moving his hands, so he was clearly not casting a spell on the harp. Okay. The king did not understand why the harp had come to him, why the harp had flown to the wizard. No, said the wizard, shaking his head like, no. Leave me alone. I don't want to see you. Leave me alone. Go away. Okay. And with that, the wizard ran away into the forest. But the spell remained. The spell stayed. None of the puppets moved. Okay? The king thought for a long time, and then it dawned on him. Okay, it dawned on you, it dawned on me, is when you're thinking about something for a really long time and you don't know the answer, and suddenly you're like, oh, that's the answer. Okay? It dawns on me when an answer to something suddenly comes into your mind. Okay? So he thought for a long time and then it dawned on him. The harp was the wizard's... Oh, well, actually, I think the harp just tells him, right? Because he can talk. He's the king. He can talk to the instruments. Okay? He was my first owner, said the harp. So the wizard bought the harp. Okay? He was what kind of owner? Was he a good owner or a bad one? Actually, let's say, what kind of where are you, mouse? What kind of musician? Was the wizard a good musician, a bad musician, a creative musician? Okay, a lazy musician, or maybe a hard-working musician? Okay. So the wizard had the harp, and he left the harp, and so the harp went to the forest, and now the harp wants to, he wants the wizard to play him again. Werther Woon says the harp was an impatient musician. I like that idea. Sukarna says lazy. Okay. And Lucille says passionate. Let's combine those, okay? He was a terrible musician. He dreamed and dreamed about becoming a world-class player. World-class means like best in the world. And going to the Royal Albert Hall. The Royal Albert Hall is a big performance hall in London where many musicians perform. Okay? He loved playing, but he hated making mistakes. Okay? Whenever he made a mistake, he got mad. He got angry at himself. Okay? Eventually, finally, okay, it was too much, and he put me in a cupboard. Okay? A cupboard, like a wardrobe. Yeah, he put me in a cupboard. Okay? I remember, said the king. I took you here, but you did not want to talk about what happened. Okay. Was he a wizard then? So was he a wizard before when he played the harp, or was that before he became a wizard? So yes or no? What do you think? Was he a wizard before? And was he such an evil wizard then? Evil, like bad. Okay. Kinga says he was a gorgeous musician. So gorgeous, Kinga, gorgeous really means beautiful. It doesn't really mean playing well. You can say he played gorgeous music, but I think maybe it's not the word we want. Okay. Eleonora, Vale, Oscar all say he became a wizard after losing his harp. Yeah, I think that's more interesting. I definitely think that's a better option. Okay. No. I'm surprised, to be honest. But he seems to be much better at magic than exactly Lucille. He was frustrated because of his mistakes than music. I don't know, said the king. Now he has cast a spell on all the puppets. We have to fix it. We have to undo the spell. We have to break the spell. Okay? Without the puppets, nobody will be able to play the instruments, and the forest will be quiet and sad. Okay? The trees were trying to pull on the puppets' strings. Yeah, so the puppets have long strings, and the trees were pulling, but they couldn't move them at all, as if they were made out of ice. Okay? As if is like imagining, like as if they were made out of ice. Yeah, as if the puppets were ice and you can't move them. Okay. So the next day, the king tried going to the wizard and asking him to undo the spell. Did he try attacking the wizard? Did he try playing beautiful music to the wizard? What does he try? What is his solution? Okay? He needs the wizard to undo the magic. What can he do? I'm itchy. Sorry, just a minute. Sometimes I scratch my hand, but I have cream to stop that, and I will put that on now. Okay. So, what is the king's strategy? What is his plan to stop the evil wizard? This cream smells weird. It smells very medical. But that's life. There are good things and there are bad things. Okay, the Oscar says the king goes to teach the wizard how to play music. Ooh, I really like that. I have eczema. Eczema is when like you have skin in your hand that's very red and dry, and it's so frustrating. I hate it. I always scratch and then it's horrible, and now I'm like, oh, why did I scratch it? Okay. I think you're right, Oscar. I think Oscar's idea is fantastic. Okay, so the next day, the king went to the wizard's house. Okay? He knocked on the door, but there was no answer. Or actually, let's say, but the wizard cried out, "Go away!" Okay. "Please come out," said the king. "I want to show you something." "No," said the wizard. So the king, what did he do to make the wizard come out? Did he headbutt? Headbutt is when you hit your head. He headbutted his door until the wizard came out. Did he sing songs? Did he eat his flowers? Eat the flowers in his garden, maybe? I have always been a fortress, held secrets deep inside. But you don't have to, and you don't have to hide. Show yourself, I'm dying to meet you. Grow yourself into something new. You are the one I've been waiting for all of my life. So show yourself, I'm ready to learn. Sorry, I like singing. So we have 1 vote for headbutting, 1 for eating the flowers. Into the unknown, into the unknown, into the unknown. That's the other really good song from Frozen 2. I love that film. Okay, I think the king headbutted the door open, ran inside, and dragged the wizard out by the scruff. Dragged the wizard out by his cloak. Okay? So drag is when you pull something really heavy. And so the king bit the wizard's cloak, his clothes, and dragged him out. Okay? Where are you taking me? I'll put a spell on you. You horrible creature. You horrible animal. Okay. No, you won't, said the king. Or you'll never see your harp again. Okay. The wizard went quiet. He stopped talking. Okay. The king took him to a clearing in the forest. So a clearing is a part of a forest where there are no trees. Okay. Yeah, so just a clear area. He took him to a clearing in the forest. There, the harp was waiting. Are you just here to, I don't know, to criticize me? Said the wizard. I know I should have looked after you better, but it was pointless. There was no reason. I was the worst musician in the world. Okay. The harp replied, what does the harp say? Okay, to that. So the wizard is really like, oh, it was so bad. Like, maybe the harp has a nice, heartwarming message for him. While you give your answers, I am going to put my dungarees back on. I can hear you, but I won't. Some look for trouble, while others don't. There's 1,000 reasons I could go about my day and ignore your whispers, which I wish would go away. Oh, oh, you're not a voice. You're just a ringing in my ear, and if I heard you, which I don't, I'm spoken for, I fear. Everyone I've ever loved is here within these walls. I'm sorry, secret siren, but I'm blocking out your calls. I've had my adventure, I don't need something new. I'm afraid of what I'm risking if I follow you into the unknown. And so on. Okay. I love Eleonora's idea. Okay. It doesn't matter if you were the worst musician in the world or the best. You played me with love. Okay? And you had fun. Now, would you like to have one last... Would you like to play our song again? Our song, like, you know, they had a song together, a favorite song. Fine, said the wizard. He sat down on a tree stump. So a tree stump is like when you cut down a tree, what is left is a tree stump. So a little stump to sit on. Yeah. Down on a tree stump and picked up the harp. Okay. His hands started to shake, and slowly he began to play a tune. A tune is like a song without words. Okay. But after just a few notes, so a note is like boom, 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 a single note in a song. After just a few notes, he made a mistake and his face turned red. I can't do this. He stood up and dropped the harp on the ground. Okay. The king looked at the harp sadly and said, what does the king say to encourage him? Maybe he says, or maybe let's say he doesn't look sadly. The king smiled, okay, and said, I liked that music, or I want to hear the rest of the song. What do you think? What does the king say to encourage him to play the music? I think we will finish the story soon. But I want something really, a powerful end. Or maybe the song sounds better with that note. Yeah, the wizard said, "Oh, that note sounded awful." Still, the king smiled and said, every wrong note is an opportunity, okay? Besides, I didn't know it was bad until you said it. Really? Said the wizard. There are no wrong notes. Hey, said the harp. Every note I make is perfect. Don't you remember? You used to play all of my strings one by one, like bing, boom, 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 just to hear the different sounds. You loved all of them equally. You loved all of them the same, okay? Give it another try. So cautiously, slowly, carefully, the wizard sat down and began to play again. It took him a while to get into it, to really get involved. But when he did, he transformed. He completely changed. Okay. His old wizard face, his old grumpy, like angry face, turned into the happy smile of a lover. Yes, someone who is in love. Okay. His hands turned from bent from hard old trees to beautiful silk dancers, let's say. Okay, silk is a material. It looks like this. This is silk. Okay, so his hands moved like silk. Okay. His eyes shone, they shined brighter than all the stars in the night. And indeed, by the time he finished playing, it was dark. Oh, said the wizard, looking up. How long was I playing? The king laughed. Just long enough. Yeah, enough time. Now, would you like to join the orchestra? You would accept me? You would have me in the orchestra? Said the wizard. Well, I can try. So, they walked through the forest to where all the puppets were frozen like they could not move. Okay? Sheepishly, the wizard clicked his fingers and undid the spell. He broke the spell. He broke the magic. Okay, so sheepishly is when you know you did something wrong and you are a bit embarrassed about it. Okay? It's a weird word, like a sheep, I guess, but I don't think sheep look like that. Anyway. Sheepish is when you have done something wrong and you feel embarrassed about it. Okay. So sheepishly, the wizard clicked his fingers and undid the spell. Then he took his place in the orchestra and they all started playing. The forest had never heard such beautiful music. Once they were finished, the wizard decided to give up magic and become a musician, to live in the forest forever, to take the harp home. What do you think? For the ending, something nice and cute for the ending. What do you think? What does the wizard decide to do? I think maybe the harp doesn't want to leave the forest, so the wizard lives in his house and then he comes and plays the harp. I don't know. This is a nice story. I think I will put the story on the podcast because it's really nice. Any ideas? I will save this before I forget. Where are you going? Don't leave me alone. How can I follow you into the unknown? That one's the notes, and that one are hard. I wish I could play the harp. The harp is so beautiful. Lovely, lovely instrument. Okay, what do you think? What did the wizard decide to do? Maybe the wizard decided to dance. I don't think so. He can play music. I don't think he can dance as well. But maybe he has a lot of talents. Okay, Worth a Wound likes the idea of the wizard staying. I think that's a nice idea as well. And he can stay in his house next to the forest. Okay, I've got it. So the wizard decided to stay there forever. He lived in his house in the forest and he went to play his harp every day. If any monsters, magicians are wizards, monsters, magicians, or humans, or let's say, or instrument sellers came to to try and disrupt the harmony of the forest. Disrupt means to ruin, to break, okay, to damage. Came to disrupt the harmony, the unity of the forest. The wizard cast a spell on them and sent them away. And they lived happily and musically ever after. The end. Oh, what a lovely story. I had fun. I really liked that story. Thank you all for your brilliant ideas, and thank you all for your help and interest. I had a lot of fun. Give yourselves a round of applause. Okay? And remember, this document with the story, when this stream goes onto YouTube, there will be a link in the description to this document. Okay? So we will have a short break because I want to go to the toilet. But in about 5 minutes, we will have questions and answers. So now it is your opportunity to ask me any questions you have. You can ask me about the podcast, about my life, about learning languages, about these cards. Yeah, you can ask me any questions, okay? So write your questions and I will just go to the toilet and I will come back in a few minutes for the questions and answers. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Sukaina asks, when and how did I learn to draw? Sukaina, it's really funny that you ask this, and that we had this story, because I would still say I don't really know how to draw. Honestly, I was never very good at drawing, but when I started teaching, I thought I want to draw to help me teach. So I never decided to study art seriously. I just practiced, I guess. I just practiced. I tried drawing cartoons of things, e.g. a horse, okay, for stories in class. So I tell a story and I draw a picture. If I couldn't draw it, I looked up a cartoon and copied it. Okay, so like horses are hard, so I googled a picture of a horse, a cartoon, and I copied it. And like some animals are really easy, like a pig, you do a circle, 2 dots, and ears. So like you learn like easy ways to draw, like quickly. Okay, so my drawing is quick and you can understand what it is, and that's the main thing. Okay. Oh, Nguyen has a lovely comment. It's not a question, but he says, Sir David Attenborough's voice is his favourite and mine is his second. Thank you very much, Nguyen. That's a lovely compliment. I have to say, I'm quite surprised. Several people have said they really like my voice. I didn't know I had a very nice voice, so thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay. Oscar asks, are my friends and family okay with COVID-19? Yes, basically. My sister, I was actually worried about my sister because my sister has type 1 diabetes. So type 1 is the genetic type of diabetes, and it is more dangerous. And if you have diabetes and you get coronavirus, you have a higher risk from coronavirus. But she is safe, okay? Is safe and healthy. And all of my friends are safe and healthy as well, right now, anyway. I do actually have one online friend who got coronavirus, and he is in hospital recovering, but he is, I think, mostly recovered. So yeah. What Oscar also asks, what is the difference between clever and smart? Okay, so to keep it short, clever means traditional intelligence, okay, so like science, whereas smart can also mean all types of intelligence, really. So it could also mean like we say street smarts, yeah, like maybe you don't know mathematics, but you know how to survive in the streets, kind of thing. Ballet asks, have I ever visited Argentina? No, I have not, but I would love to. I really, really want to visit Argentina. Me encanta el acento argentino, muy, muy lindo, muy especial, con yo me llamo, que es muy encantador. Okay. So Daniela Cervini asks, what does this lyric mean? So a lyric is words from a song. When a heart breaks, I don't break even. Okay, so a heart breaks means your heart breaks, yeah, you are sad. Break even means when you work on a business, okay, and you make enough profit to cover the money you spend. So let's say you open a shop, and in the first month you spend £500 on materials, but you make £500. You break even, but you don't profit. Okay. Anastasia asks, what do I do when I finish the virus? I don't really understand. I don't have coronavirus, so I don't know. Okay, Erica asks, would you like to visit a Latin American country, and which one? I want to visit... Oh God, what am I doing? Go away. No. Okay. I want to visit Mexico, Peru, Venezuela, Argentina, Uruguay, Brazil. I think those are the main ones I want to visit. Oh, Ecuador, maybe Ecuador. I don't know. There are a lot of really interesting countries in Latin America. And I love food. So I hear the food in Mexico and Peru is really great. I don't know. There are things that interest me in all of them. Unfortunately, to go from the UK to South America, it's expensive. But I think I should save up money and do a big trip. I was thinking actually of maybe visiting like Peru or Mexico for like a month or 2 months. Oh, and I want to visit Costa Rica as well, of course, because my parents went to Costa Rica and they loved it. And then my sister and her boyfriend went and they loved it. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, what Anastasia is saying is, when the virus is over, what will I do? I said this in a previous stream. I will go to a restaurant with my friends and eat all the food, because I love eating out. And there is a really nice restaurant in town that I miss. I want to go there, really. Okay, well, I think if that is all the questions, we will finish there. So thank you again so much for coming today to the podcast. Thank you for your ideas. I had a lot of fun. Okay, remember, if you want to support, of course you are supporting the podcast by being here. If you want to help me get some equipment for making YouTube videos, you can buy me a birthday present if you go to easystoriesinenglish.com/happy birthday. Remember as well that there is also the Patreon. Okay, so if you give $2 a month, you get exercises with all the episodes, which can really help you improve faster. With $5, you get an extra story every month. $15, you get to take part in an online class. Okay, and I'm doing the online class tomorrow, and then afterwards you can watch a video. So even if you join this level in a week, you can watch 2 classes that we already have. Okay. And then at $40 a month, you get one-to-one online coaching. So I can really, really guide your learning of the language. Okay, so thank you again so much. There will be another stream next week at the same time. Actually, generally, if you want to know when the next stream is, just go to easystoriesinenglish.com/stream, and it will automatically take you to the video with the next stream. So you can see it will take me to this video here. Okay. In about an hour or 2 after I finish, this video will go on YouTube, and there will be a link to this document to download it. Okay. So thank you all again. It's been lovely talking to you today. If you have any other questions or comments, you can always email me at Ariel@easystoriesinenglish. Have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.